All right. Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and everyone in between, fellow society goers. Happy Thanksgiving, first and foremost. I want to give a big thank you to everyone, my millions of fans who adore me. So, today we're back again with another episode of Why Are We in the Dark Dimension? So, I know it's Thanksgiving and all, and we should be happy, we should be thankful, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't want better and we shouldn't want more. So, I recently saw today, it's been in my feed for a while, but I finally saw it on the Philip DeFranco show. And I've been seeing it on Louis Rossman. Louis Rossman has been talking about it as well. It's in his realm of expertise. And that's something that basically to me just proves it's just another example of why are we in the dark dimension. So, we are in the dark dimension today because companies are fucking greedy. Case in point right here. We got motherfucking Mercedes-Benz. Let me read this bullshit here. Mercedes locks faster acceleration behind a 1,200 annual paywall. So, for initial things for everyone here, I thought that was monthly. I forgot annual means yearly, but it's yearly, right? So you have to pay 1,200 a year to make your car better. So let's read this. The 1,200 yearly subscription improves performance of the vehicle by boosting output from the motors by 20 to 24%, so almost a quarter. Increasing torque, shaving around 0.8 to 0.9 seconds off your 0 to 60 acceleration, which I don't know why you'd be doing that regularly unless you're like street racing or something, but stats are stats, so they give you that. So this is the main issue that we're getting into now, right? The subscription doesn't come with any physical hardware upgrades. It just unlocks a feature of the car that it's coming with already, that you technically are paying for when you buy the car, but they just lock on it unless you want to pay more. So this goes into the idea that these companies are just greedy. This is why we're in the dark dimension. The dark dimension, it's not so dark for everyone, unfortunately. There's some people that are not living in the dark dimension because they're causing others to live in it for them, aka the big corporations. Now, I know what I'm saying is a little fringe, it's a little on the edge. I used to think the people that spoke like this were crazy, but the more and more society goes on, the worse and worse I personally see it. So, the worse I see it, the more I'm gonna think it's starting to become real. Now, I know when you're at the top of the top, you do some shady shit to stay there, but dear Jesus Christ, it's becoming so blatant and so disrespectful. Like, this is so dumb, right? Now, obviously, I'm picking on Mercedes here because they're the ones that spurn this idea. They're the ones that spurn this argument. However, I don't believe that, they're the only example. There's way worse ones, than locking something behind a vehicle thing. Like, let's just talk about insulin, for instance. But this isn't really the main idea I want to bring over. I just want to go over this idea that one of the many reasons we are in the dark dimension is because things have gotten worse for the poor, but it's gotten so good for the rich. Now, I'm going to do something rare that I don't usually do here when recording these. I am going to show stats and some facts. Sorry, I looked these up pretty quickly. So, look at the inflation rate, right? The main issue I have is companies are price gouging and companies are becoming more greedy. They are making record high profits while the majority of people are struggling more and more so. And the way society is going, the people in power who are rich, who are disconnected from society basically, make new rules and make new laws and basically form society around them so they could make more money. And how do they make more money? By pushing it on to us, the poor people who are getting even poorer. It doesn't make sense to me how there's more money being made than ever by these corporations. But their shit is so expensive and it's making it worse for us. Wages aren't going up. Everything's getting more expensive unless you're uber rich. And then they're making more money off of it. So what's the issue here? It's that they don't care about poor people. As long as rich people can keep affording their stuff and they could keep raising the price. Also, again, not just for Mercedes, but this goes to other things as well. For essential things, it doesn't matter if more and more people can't afford it, as long as they're making more and more profit from the people who can. So look here, right? Look at the inflation rate. This has gone up. Oh, maybe that would mean some other things would go up too, right? Let's look at corporate profit. Oh, okay, corporate profit. Okay, this is how it's going up. All right. This is after tax, by the way. Oh shit, it's shooting up. Now, this kind of just has percentages, but these are now in the billions. I'm not going to go get that statistic because it's going to take a little long to find, and this is supposed to be quick because I have to be grinding Fortnite soon anyway. But just know it's really bad. So let's look at this, right? The median hourly wage and salary of workers. So recently, companies have been earning more and more in the billions of profit. Now, what does profit mean? Profit means after everything's paid out, after wages, after salary, after insurance, after everything else, 401ks, retirement plans, anything, right? Expenses, everything. After that's paid out, after you pay yourselves, right? After the company owners pay themselves, how much money is left over as extra after everything? It's been in the billions, and it's only been increasing. Companies are hitting record high levels of fucking profits. And where is it all going? God fucking knows where. It's not going to our hand, it's going into theirs. They're getting richer, right? And God forbid we have a bad economy where instead of making 10 billion, they instead make a little less, like 9 billion or 8 billion. God forbid they make that after all their expenses, after they get paid, and that's extra, right? At that point, they're going to push it onto us. They're going to price gouge us because they want to keep making money. Inflation has only gone up in extreme levels, as we can see here. And what ends up happening because of this is the companies push it onto the consumer even though they don't need to, and wear worse for wear for it because they want to keep getting richer and richer and richer. One of the reasons we are in the dark dimension is because of fucking greed, and it's disgusting. And Mercedes is just one example. They've been selling less cars, right? And because they've been selling less cars because, maybe people can't afford them, maybe it is a tight spot in the economy that happens, they're still making insane profits. And now they're like, okay, we're not going to make as much as we wanted, or we want to make even more than before, because, more is always better, and they're always going to strive for more. But at what cost? Now we're locking features that are already built into the car behind a paywall? Like, it's ridiculous. And again, Mercedes isn't the only company that does this. Other companies do this shit too. I mean, look at fucking Blizzard. But, they're always trying to pad their bottom line, and it ends up costing the majority of normal people their fucking wallets and their dollars, and it's fucking sickening. It's sad and I hate it. But yeah, this is just another example of how we're in the dark dimension. A little quick rundown. Obviously, without too much editing. I don't feel like editing on fucking Thanksgiving anyway, so this is why I did it this way. But yeah, corporate greed is one of the things that's making us go further and further, the majority of us, into the dark dimension. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I don't see this going down a good path. And now other people are echoing my sentiment. I've seen on social media that people are saying, historically speaking, when the wealth was controlled by the top majority and the people suffered below them, heads started to roll and bad stuff started to happen. So I'm not saying we're there yet, but I could definitely see us going there with the way things are going, because they don't look like they're going better. Our economy's basically imploding and everything's fucking going bad, and it's just getting worse over time. And it's lovely because the Fed, the ones who were supposed to prevent this from happening and supposed to fix it, all they're saying is, yeah, we want higher unemployment. We have to make it worse. So expect it to get even worse than it is now, which is already pretty bad for most people. But, this goes into a complicated topic. I don't want to make this too complicated. Just know, one of the reasons we're in the dark dimension is because companies are fucking greedy. And now it's becoming more and more blatant with the age of the internet that everyone can see it. The question is, what are we going to do about it? God, if I know, I'm just going to get on fucking Fortnite. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go stream at twitch.tv/Tecnics channel every day. Mostly at night at varying times. But every day. If you want to hang out, give me viewers so I might not be poor, because this is the only thing I like doing. Come on over. Hop in and relax with me. And watch me play Fortnite and Overwatch and other stuff. Hope you enjoyed. We're in the dark dimension. Bye.